Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. How are we today, you guys? Hope you guys are having a good day. I'm freezing my ass off right now. I'm so cold. But I think I talked about this last week, that like big fuzzy hoodie thing that I wanted to ask Roxy about. I did, and she sent me a link and I bought one and I'm wearing it now, and it is seriously one of the coziest, warmest things in the whole wide world. I think it is like number 2 on the list of best things I've ever bought. The snow cone machine is still in spot number 1. But it's so warm, so I will say I'm warmer than usual, and I got my space heater on. But it's still freaking cold, you guys. What's number 3? I don't know if I have a number 3 yet. I don't know if I have any other item that's as standout as those two are. You know what I mean? So I guess we'll have to see. Though my back massager is pretty good. Cause I had the one that it was more like I'd use it. Oops. What was that? Where did it go? Oh, you know what? I think I know what it was. Hold on. I think it fell under my bed. And let me pick that up before I forget it's there. And then oh wait, never mind. By my feet. Okay. There's a little remote control from my fan, which I definitely don't need anymore. Not at this time of year. But I don't want to lose it. Actually, you know what? I'm pretty sure it like slots on the back of the, anyway, whatever. That's not the point. But the back massager is pretty great. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I thought we were talking about Amazon things specifically. No, yeah, Iris and Ophelia are definitely at the top of that list. Sorry, I was talking about things I've bought off Amazon. I was so confused when you said that. I was like, wait. I didn't buy the girls off Amazon? Huh? Like, what are we talking about? She lost the plot for a second. No, but yeah, for Amazon, to be clear. I didn't word that correctly. But yeah, I had this one that's like for your neck and shoulders, which it is really great. But then I got this one that's like specifically for your back. And it is pretty high up there. So maybe that one's number 3. But as much as I love it, I'm literally like holding it and like stroking it right now. As if you guys could see this back massager. Just imagine me holding this back massager, okay? Can you visualize it in your head, in your brains? As much as I love it though, I don't feel like it gave me quite as much pure excitement and glee as the snow cone machine and this like hoodie thing, you know? So as great as it is, I don't know. I guess since I don't have an alternative number 3 right now, I guess it's number 3 because it is pretty great. I'm not gonna lie. But anyways, yeah, I guess that's what it would be. I'll keep you guys updated. I've been buying a lot of things off Amazon lately. You know, there's just so many good deals that I'm like, okay, there's things I've been wanting to buy forever. Let me finally get them because they're on sale, like a really good sale. You feel me? Juicy chicken number 3. Hell yeah. But yeah, anyways, so I'm very cozy with that. I'm feeling kind of tired and low energy today. Still feeling kind of from the stuff that was going on yesterday that made me cancel stream. But you know, I think whereas yesterday I was very anxious and just like not feeling good, I think today like streaming will make me feel better, you know? So we excited to play some more Steins Gate. I think if I remember correctly, we might be about ready to, I think like Suzuha's about to leave us, which is a little bit sad because she's gonna like help make things better, but it also means, you know, her existence, at least in our in our world probably is gonna be, well, one, I mean, she's technically not alive yet, but you know what I mean. It's gonna change things. Hopefully for the better, but it's also kind of bittersweet, you know? So I guess we're gonna see what's happening with that. I think we were kind of ending last time where we were saying farewell. No, I canceled stream yesterday, Homu. So yeah. Yeah, but yeah, I think we're about to say farewell to Suzuha. So I say without further ado, I'm gonna try, since we missed out on our Steins Gate stream yesterday, I'm gonna try to like stay on topic and get through as much content as we can to hopefully make up for it a little bit. But we'll see. You guys know me. I get distracted and I love to yap. I mean, it is what it is, you know? Okay, hold on. Let me. I know my volume on my phone. Turn it off. Okay. All right. So afterwards, I hit the streets again in search of the pin. Oh, right. We're looking because we're trying to figure out like with her father as well, right? As time is getting closer to her going back and trying to change things. Okay. But the day ended without a single lead, so I reluctantly returned to the lab and tried searching the internet. A couple of hours later, and still no luck. So far, I've accomplished absolutely nothing. My frustration is mounting. I can time leap again, but will that really help us find Suzuha's father? Ooh, tomorrow's your last day of exams and then it's over? Let's go! Well, best of luck on your exams. I hope you do great. Try not to, you know, stress yourself out too much, and assuming you're like still studying and stuff tonight, make sure to take some brain breaks. Make sure you eat and drink well, all that stuff. That's just as important as studying well, you know? Hey, who is it? We don't... What is that?
Hi, Mr. Okabe Rintaro.
Oh, pardon? Is the pin guy? Is that the pin guy? Is that the pin guy? Is he following up with us? How much did you miss? I don't know, bestie. I don't know. That's a good question. The last thing I remember is we were looking for the pin to try to track down Suzuha's father, and Daru's busy fixing the ship right now. And we met this dude. I think it's the same guy that we talked to that like had a stand or something on the side of the street where he sold pins, but he seemed like he acted like he had no idea what we were talking about. But now I think he might be calling us. I'm not sure. I guess we'll see who he is. Well, hi, Az. How's it going today? I hope you're doing good. Okay. Mr. So official. The voice is heavily accented. I can barely make it out. Oh my gosh, I'm so cold. How is it? I'm in my fuzzy thing and my sweatpants with my heater on right next to me, and I'm still cold. Oh, you know what? I forgot to put my gamer gloves on. That will help keep my hands warm. Maybe that's part of the problem, you know? What am I doing? Forgetting my gamer gloves. Yeah, I'm gonna put both of them on. Usually I don't wear my left hand one because it gets in the way of my typing or like pressing buttons. But since this game doesn't really need the keyboard, you know, I think we can get away with it. And then both of my hands will be at least a bit warmer, you know?
Senuka.
What are you doing out there, ladies? Okay. CERN? I jump to my feet and scan the room, then run to the window and check the road below. No suspicious figures in sight. Risu comes out of the development room and gives me a questioning look, but I wave her back inside.
CERN to Nandes.
CERN? None this. Why does he say it like that? What is that? I gulp and carefully choose my words.
名乗ってもらおう。
Identify yourself.
おたく、ワンモアフタヌーンうちのファクトリーに問い合わせに来て、テレフォンナンバーを教えていったですよ。
What the fuck is this? This is so unhinged. You, one more afternoon, came to our factory, making inquiry. I guess you can say it either way. Inquiry. And told me your telephone number, you know?
お前は何を言っているんだ
What are you saying? Nah, man, Okabe, I'm with you. It's really hard to follow that dude's Japanese because it's such a mess. Like, it's the like inflection of it is so weird. I mean, I understand why, because it's like making it sound more like how you speak English, but it's like really hard to follow. I'm like, what the fuck is this dude saying? Like, what? Oh my god. It's kind of funny though. No, wait. I've heard this broken Japanese before. The strange Japanese filters through my brain, connecting synapses. That's right. It's that foreign street vendor I met this afternoon in Akiba.
特定した Nice to meet you
Identified. Nice to meet you, bruh.
どういたしまして。
What the fuck? Why does he sound kind of fruity?
私自主制作してます。Yesterday night ゲストが come here の思い出し。
No, we did, or yes, we did that part. I remember this so cool. That shit's so fucking funny, dude. Oh my god. Me when I see a girl, honestly, you know what? Same. Honestly, same. Yeah, I didn't stream yesterday. I think that was on Tuesday last week. Oh my god, I do custom work yesterday night. I guess come here, I remembered.
そのゲストがメイクプリンスピンバッジがユウが持ってきたやつとセームだったのよ。
What the fuck? This is so wild. That guest was, please make pin badge, same one you had. Why are they both like, make no sense? Hi, monkey, how's it going? I hope you're having a good day. Right, I don't quite get what he's saying, but he seems really excited about
今
it.
すぐそっちに行く
I'll head there right now. Okay. I go to the same spot as before. Although his stand has already closed, the Westerner is waiting for me.
Oh, Okabe! Hello!
Well, I want to know is if this dude is supposed to be someone who's like fluent in English, why is he saying hello? Why is he saying it like that? Why is he not just saying hello? Like, what is this?
そのゲストとやらはどこへ行った
What do they think we sound like? Imagine if he's just opened with, oh my god, I forgot about the son of a bitch. Oh my god, I completely forgot about that part somehow. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh no, your mom's got COVID. I hope she has a super speedy recovery and hopefully it's not like, doesn't hit too bad. I'm sorry to hear that though. I hope she feels better soon. Where did that guest of yours go?
クライアント come here なのは yesterday なことよろしい。
Bruh, this shit is wild to listen to. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Client come here was yesterday time. I'm doing okay, monkey. I'm still feeling a little bit bleh today, but definitely better than I was yesterday. Like, my mental space is a bit better. So yeah, I don't know, this week has just like been kind of rough, to be honest. They just got some stuff going on, but, and I know like the week just started too. Like, yeah, but I'm doing okay. I'm happy to be here, and quite honestly, listening to this psychotic fucking exchange is already making me feel a bit better. You know, like it's doing something to my brain chemicals because it's so so crazy and ridiculous. Oh my god. Because that's what you get when a Japanese person tries to imitate an English person speaking broken Japanese. I mean, for real. That shit's so fucking funny. Like, bruh, oh man, it's wild. Listen to someone speak. He's not even speaking like straight up Japanese. He's speaking like, I guess, would you call that like Japanglish? Whatever. Japanese and English fused together, but with like English inflection. Like, it's just so wild to hear, like, as a bilingual person. It just sounds so crazy. Bruh. I'm like fucking tickled over here. Like, pardon? The fuck are you saying? Thank you, Monkey. Honestly, I already am. And I think, you know, in a couple days, things will calm down a little bit. But it's just been one of those weeks, you know? But that's okay. It happens sometimes. The blue-eyed white man shrugs his shoulders. So it was yesterday. He contacted me because he remembered.
そいつの連絡先は
What's his
住所氏名は
contact info? His name and address?
ドックです。ゲストは
Poison.
シミュレーションだけ。
Guest
プライベー
just
トイン
for
フォメーション
simulation.
は Nothing.
I'm sorry. This is so stupid. Like, what the fuck is this? Bruh. Is right. So last night, someone came by wanting to make metal pins with the same design as Suzuha's. But he died of poisoning? The guest was just a simulation, so there's no private information? I'm not following.
ジャパニーズやっとプライベートインフォメーションの重要さについてスタディらしい。過敏神経になったよね。
What the fuck? Bro, what the fuck? Thank you for the 3-stream streak, Monkey. I mean, for real. Honestly, though, if I got a voicemail from this guy, I don't care what he says, unless it's like something offensive. Like, I'm making it my ringtone. Japanese. Very studious in awarding private information. Become nervous and serious, yes? Hi. That doesn't help.
If ゲストがネームはテレフォン
If？
ナンバー残っていったかよ。ノリーク、それがビジネス。
それが business. Bro, that's about to be my new catchphrase. それが business. Bruh, I can't with this. This is a fucking gold mine, dude. I want to know who wrote this script because, like, I want to, like, can I buy them a coffee? Like, this is just perfect. This is just amazing. I love it. それが business. If guest had gave name or telephone number, however, no leak. That, sorry, no, I can't even say it that way. それが business. Fatigue suddenly weighs down my shoulders. We need Kurisu so bad in a moment like this. I don't understand a word he's saying anymore. My head is full of question marks. In hindsight, I should have brought Kurisu to speak English for me. Yeah, you should have. I guess I'll just have to wing it.
そいつはどういうやつだった
What did your customer look
男か
like?
女か
Man? Woman?
Well, so young or so middle.
So middle.
ジャパニーズは顔ヤングね。ルックだけじゃ no understand.
What the
特
fuck?
徴は
I'm sorry. I keep being so like alarmed by the things he's saying that I'm forgetting to read them out loud. I'm sorry. I'll do better. Anything else?
特徴 やはり柔道 or プロレスラー
Never mind. You got that right.
なんだ
What?
柔道
Judo?
プ
Pro
ロレスラー
wrestler? What do you
それがどうし
mean
たの
by that?
Yes!
What the fuck? That wasn't a yes no question. What the hell do you mean?
Ah, balloon! Balloon だよ!
Wait, huh? Ah, balloon. What's balloon?
バルーン柔道プロレス
Bro, Rintaro is so confused right now, and honestly,
Good!
so am I. Good. Yeah. No, not good. Are you trying to confuse me? Oh my god, imagine if like this guy actually truly does work for CERN and they're just like, all right, we found out about their plan. They're gonna try to fix that time machine and go back and foil us. And so I'm gonna put this false lead, this buffoon, that's what he's trying to say, this buffoon. And I'm just gonna have him confuse the ever-living shit out of Okabe. Just waste all his time. Spend it all up. And then we'll be safe. And their plan will be ruined. And we are officially unfoiled. New cracked theory. I want to ask more questions, but the foreigner suddenly sees a policeman walking by and runs off. Very sus. I consider chasing him, but decide against it to avoid police attention. I give up. The search has hit a dead end, and we have barely any time left to find Beryl Tighter. I can time leap again starting at 2 p.m. tomorrow. Looks like all I can do is wait until Christina's done working, and then leap to the time this suspicious character appears at the stand. Let's bring Kurisu with us next time. Kurisu carefully connects the two cords she's holding.
完成
Done! The time leap machine is complete. 2:30 p.m. on the 13th, about 20 minutes later than before. Kurisu walks into the lounge with a satisfied look on her face. Just her, me, and Suzuha in the lab. I had Daru and Mayuri head to Radicon, ostensibly to work on the time machine.
タイムリープマシーンか
So that's the time leap machine. Suzuha gazes at the now complete machine in awe. I've already explained to her how time leaping works. It's as different as can be from Suzuha's time machine, which can physically displace actual bodies.
未来の記憶を思い出させるっていうのは
It makes you remember the future, right? That's pretty interesting. Suzuha crosses her hands behind her head and looks up at the ceiling.
空想とかもしかしてっていう推測とかあと
Deja vu.
直感でそういうのってさ
I wonder if those things are actually you
未来の
recalling
記
future
憶を思い出
memories.
してるのかもしれないかもってちょっと思っちゃう2036年時点だと
Some of CERN's researchers in the time, or in my
世界
time,
戦艦の
came up with the theory that memories are a way of
情報
sharing
伝達
information
手段かも
across
しれない
world
って
lines.
説もセルンの研究者からそれと似たようなものなのかも
Maybe it's similar to that.
岡部の力リーデ
I
ィン
just
グ
wish
シュタ
we
イナ
knew
ー
more
は
about
どういう
Okabe's
仕組みな
reading
のか
Steiner
分かればいい
thing.
んだけど岡部だけの特殊能力な
Is
の
it
か
unique
そ
to
れとも
Okabe?
全人
Or
類
does
がその
everyone
資
have the
質を持って
potential
るけ
for
ど
it, and Okabe's is just
岡部だけ
stronger
が
by
たまたま
coincidence?
一つ
One
確かな
thing's
こと
for
が
certain. My consciousness leaps to the
意識は
past
記憶
along with
と
my
共に
memories.
過去へ飛んだ
I know they should ask me. You're correct. For some reason, they never do. It's almost as if I'm constantly talking nonsense. One thing's for certain. My consciousness leaps to the past along with my memories.
それがなぜなのか
Still don't understand why that is. It would make more
デイメー
sense
ルの
if you
時に
experienced a change
岡部
in the
が体験し
present.
たような状況と同
Like
じに
you
なって
do
も
when
い
we
いはず
send
な
a
のに
D-mail.
記憶に意識は依存してるのかな
Does your consciousness depend on your memories?
意識って
Ivy.
形として存在してるわけじゃないのが厄介だよね
My little sweetie. Oh my goodness, you're so much cute. Christina just dripping with contempt having to use one of Rintaro's dumb names he came up with in a serious voice. No, that's so true. That's so true. She's like, fuck my life. You only play time travel games or consciousness travel games. Well, what? Now you suddenly have a complaint as I recall. I thought you were enjoying this. And you know what? I'll do it again. In fact, the next game I play will probably still be the same shit. What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do? The problem is that consciousness doesn't have a form that we can see.
魂も同じ。
Same goes for the
結局は
soul.
宗教観に行き着く。
Those things are still in the realm of religion.
2036年でもさ、
Even in
魂の存在は
2036,
証明
the
されてないし、
existence of the soul hasn't been
意識を
proven,
形として証
and
明
nobody's
した人は
proven
い
what
ないんだ。
forms consciousness either.
そう
I see.
ちょっとがっか
That's
り
a little disappointing.
意識が過去へ飛んだことで
Sending my consciousness back has let me change some future events with more
過去改
precision
変が
than
できるよう
D-mail,
になったが
but other events are locked in by convergence.
収束する結果も存在した
I can change the method of Mighty's death, but never the fact that she dies.
違うよ。
That's not how it works.
未来は確定してる。
The future is always determined.
ならば
Iris,
家庭が変化したのはなぜだ
I hear you out there. You crying. Well, what are you crying for, baby? What you cry for? You want to sit in my lap? See, I'm gonna offer this up to you, and then you're not gonna sit in it. Although I am wearing the very comfy, cozy sweater or hoodie thing, and you do like sitting in my lap when I'm wearing that. Iris, come here. See, no, you just stare at me. It's like, what? That's not what I was screaming at you for. Not what I wanted. Want to sit in your lap? What do you want? What do you want? Maybe you don't give enough warmth? I have plenty of warmth. I'm offended. I have so much warmth to give. Okay. The instant I put this thing on and sat on the couch for the first time, she was instantly in my lap. All curled up, all snuggled up. I could just hear that sound though. This is nice. I know. I truly genuinely believe that she doesn't like sitting in my lap when I stream because I talk too loud. Which, you know what, is valid. Like, I get that. Sorry, I'm turning my heater back on. It's still a little bit sad, but, you know, valid. I get that. Buy like a heating blanket and then put it in your lap. I know, I really do need to do that. That's the next thing I need to buy. One day I won't be cold, right? One of these days I'll have enough stuff. So, yeah. I think Monkey is just that whenever she's right below me, you know? And like, I do like project my voice more than I would like normally talking, especially because my headset makes me talk louder, you know? So I think for her, when she's just trying to like sleep and chill, even just how I'm talking right now is like loud compared to how I normally talk, I guess, when I'm not streaming or like in Discord or something. So, you know, that's fair, my girl, but it makes me sad. I wish she would lay in my lap because then I could give her some pets. Because she's so cute. But it's... Anyways, then why does the path there
世
change?
界線が変動してたから。
Because the world line changes.
岡部倫太郎が過去へ飛んで、
When you leap into the past and take your actions from before,
ダイバージェンス
divergence
がわ
changes,
ずかだ
if
けど
only
上
a
下
little
したは
bit.
ずだよ。でもその変動はダイバージェンスメーターで言うと
Yeah, I think I did mess around with that.
0.0001% 程度の誤差でしかないわけ。
It's just very hard to get the right levels for things. And also, I think I just naturally talk kind of loud without meaning to. You know what I mean? Like, quite frankly, I am a loud bitch. I really am. But no, yeah, messing with audio settings is always so annoying because it's so picky. You gotta get things just right. And I still can't get it perfect because it still picks up things I don't want it to. Alright, in most cases, the fluctuation won't amount to more than 0.000001% on the divergence meter. Oh right, we got that thing. Small changes might not register at all. When you change the cause, the effect merely shifts to a separate, already existing world line. Since those two world lines are almost exactly the same, you barely feel any difference. So is that why reading Steiner didn't react? Not like the previous world line disappears. It keeps existing as another possible world line.
その辺は多世界解釈なのね。
That's the many worlds interpretation, right?
いずれにしてもパラレル
In
ワー
any
ルドじゃない
case, they're not parallel worlds.
未来は再構成
See,
さ
I
れている
get so confused. I don't know what goes on anymore. I just don't. So is the future reconstructed?
そういうことになるのかな
I guess you could say that. I'm confused again. Bruh, me too. Tell me about it. Maybe it's impossible for me to fully understand the structure of the universe. For me, definitely. Anyway, that's enough discussion. Time for me to leap again. I explain the situation to Kurisu and have her activate the time leap machine immediately. Well, good thing I can just keep leaping, you know? Though it's a bit frustrating that I'm gonna have to explain everything to everyone all over again. Over and over. Hi, Iris. You want to reconsider my proposition? Come here, baby. Come up here. She said, nope. Nope. I never explain anything to you, bestie. It's because I can't. Bestie, I would if I could. I swear it to you. We can't explain multi-dimensional theory if we keep having to explain how records and Bluetooth work for humans. Okay, listen. I know I said I wasn't gonna get distracted, okay? Bluetooth confuses me, but not as much as those goddamn records. Okay? It's just hard to wrap my head around the fact. Like, I understand, okay, I understand that the little teeny tiny carvings or whatever, okay, I get it. They produce vibrations when vibrations are, and sound is vibrations. I understand that. Okay, it's still, like, that alone is still crazy to me that you can scratch these little grooves and it makes these vibrations that then produce these sounds, okay? That's still crazy to me. But I want to know how did they find out? How do we go from recorded audio, okay? Like a recorded audio, someone's voice. How did they find out what grooves they needed to make so that the vibrations would make the sounds that sound exactly like a person's recorded voice? Like, that just breaks my brain. How did they figure out what grooves become those sounds? How? Okay. Like, I understand vibrations, sound. But you know? Explain it to me in video game terms. Explain it to me like Chiaki would. Maybe that will help. This one, you know. Okay, Joe, I'm ready. They use a wax disc and spoke into it, and a pin attached to the diagram. Wait, spoke? What do you mean? Yes, please go full unga bunga. Please. But with scratch a wave into but how do they figure out what scratches make those sounds specific? Like, okay, it's one thing to make a sound that like a scratch that then becomes like a note, right? Like a specific note. That's one thing. That's still crazy, but that's one thing. But how do they take a recording of someone's voice and instruments and all this stuff, and then how do they convert that into the grooves necessary that whenever those grooves are scratched by the little needle, it perfectly replicates or produces those exact sound combinations. Oh god. It just hurts my brain every time. I can't wrap my head around it, like at all, okay? It hurts my brain. I don't get it. The speaking into the Wait, is that diaphragm or diagram? Oh god. It's like how a speaker and a microphone are just the same basic thing in reverse. You speak into the output part and that causes the other end to vibrate. Exactly. Oh. Oh. I am overheating. A thin sheet will move according to air currents, right? Okay, yeah, sure, yes. So if we attach it to a needle, thank you for the hydrate monkey. Thank you. I'm trying. I'm freaking out right now. Every time I think about fucking records, it just like, it makes me spiral. It will, if we drag, so if we attach it to a needle and drag it across it, it will create a line. Okay, sure, yeah, all right, yeah. Okay, I'm following you so far. We then use that same apparatus. It will move the paper, which in turn moves the air. You're losing me slightly, but I'm still kind of with you. Which is down. If a chip bag is inside an enclosed room and someone is talking, their voice will create vibrations on the bag of chips that can be recorded by a high-speed... Oh, I'm getting a headache. This hurts. I still don't understand. But how... But, okay. But how do you know the grooves that are necessary to make, how do you find out what grooves to put into the record to make the sound that you recorded? Oh. I need like a video. I need a video that explains and shows me. I'm a visual learner. So that I can understand these damn records once and for all. I need to look up a video. I do have Audacity. Imagine you're walking through a hallway with flat wall that goes on for miles. You walk down this hallway until you come across a hole in the wall caused by a punch. You don't know who punched the wall, but the hole is a physical record that someone is there. Now, imagine a record is like the wall. It doesn't have bumps until a recorder records a person's voice, creating that hole in the wall. Once played back, you relive the moment of the hole being punched in the wall in the form of a sound. But how do they know? Oh, God. Okay. Oh, I can't. Yeah, no, I understand the recorder part. Like, I understand that. I understand the wiggles it makes. I do get that part. Do those wiggles, is that what the grooves become? Do the grooves become those wiggles? they take the wiggles, they record the sound, they take the wiggles, and then they use whatever machinery they have to put those wiggles into the record, and it replicates the sound. Okay. Interesting. I see. That's still fucking crazy though. That shit's fucking crazy. That's crazy. Records are so crazy. Okay? They're fucking wild. Blow my mind every time. But I think I understand a little bit better now. Thank you. Are links allowed only for like VIPs and mods? But please share it in Discord. I would love to watch it later. For sure. I would love to watch it later. Anyone who has any interesting videos on anything related to this topic, I would be happy to watch them. Please don't gatekeep. Please share. Because I don't know why. It's just one of those things. It just blows my mind. It sends me into a bit of a crisis. Not a bad kind of crisis, but just a like, what the fuck? You know, kind of crisis. You need to explain it like I'm a gamer by Chiaki documentary series. I do. That should exist. That needs to be a thing. It really does. Anyways, okay. Side tangent over. I'm staying on topic from now on. It's the night of the 11th. I went back about 40 hours. My objective is to keep watch on the street vendor stand in the hope that Suzuha's father might appear. I sent Suzuha elsewhere. I don't want her to be disappointed if I come up empty-handed. I'm standing out of sight a short distance away from the stand, munching on energy bars and soy milk to appease my growling stomach. Already been here for 2 hours. I forgot to ask for the exact time the suspicious character appeared, so I had to begin my stakeout before sunset. Homu, don't even start. A channel called Technology Connections does deep dives into various tech things that may or may not have been interesting before. Things like how an analog pinball machine works that never occurred to me to wonder, but are fascinating. Ooh, I'll definitely have to look them up because that sounds fun. You paused at that moment for 2 hours. Listen, I had to do what I had to do. Now it's 8 p.m. and the stand looks like it's about to close. It's another waste of time. Did that foreigner give me false information? But just as I'm finishing my milk, someone approaches the stand. Is that? I jump out of cover. Daru!
Gege, Okarin?
Okarin? Daru jumps in surprise. But I'm the one who's really shocked here. What are you doing here? I was gonna ask the same question. The storekeeper is looking at us funny, so we decided to change location. Alright, Daru. What were you doing at that street stand? Don't tell me you were trying to counterfeit duplicates of Taiter's pin. Fine. Won't tell you then. So that's what happened. Daru was the suspicious character the foreigner told me about. So all that stuff about judo, pro wrestling, and balloons was referring to Daru's size? Could he have been more confusing? Maybe. I don't know, man. Maybe. Damn, it was all for nothing. Good thing I didn't bring Suzuha along. So why were you trying to make counterfeit versions of the pin? I wasn't trying to counterfeit it. Close enough. Well, I meant it as a backup plan, I guess.
もしも天音氏の親父さんが見つ
Amanishi's
かんなか
gonna
っ
be
たら
sad if we don't
か
find her
わい
old
そう
man,
じゃん
right?
だからその時は僕
So
が
that
作ったバ
happens.
ッジを見せ
I'll
て
show her the badges
親
I
父さ
made
んはい
and
たんだ
well, lie that
っ
her
て
dad
嘘
was
だ
here.
な
ぬか喜びさせる
So you'll give her false hope.
そういう言い方しなくてもよ
You
く
don't have to
ね
put it like
世の
that.
中には2種類の
Remember,
嘘があっ
there are
て
good lies and
ダ
bad
メな
lies.
嘘と
Bad
優
lies
しい
hurt
嘘
people.
があるんだぞ
Good lies save them.
それは何のエロゲーから得た知識だ
What eroge did you get that from?
クラドナドナというエロゲーではなく
Aladdin?
いわば人生と呼べるノベ
And
ル
it's
ゲーか
not
ら
an
です
eroge.
って
It's a
やかましい
visual
わ
novel that teaches you the meaning of life. So shut up.
ダメかな架空のタイターを
Should I
作り
call
上
off
げる作
Operation
戦
Fake Titer?
そんなことをして
Oh,
鈴葉
that
が喜
makes
ぶと
sense.
でも思っているのか
Do you really think that will make Suzaha happy? That expression suddenly turns sad.
これ天音氏からは誰にも言うなって言われてるんだけど
Amaneshi told me not to tell anyone, but
オカリンには話しとくよ
I guess I'd better tell you. Got a big mouth as usual. Still, he seems dead serious, so I'd better hear him out.
タイムマシーンを調べていて天音氏から聞いたんだけど
Okay, hold on. I feel like I need to reread a little. I did that thing where I wasn't fully paying attention. And the tone shift made me realize. Okay. So should I call off Operation Pick Cutter? Do you really think that will make Suzaha happy? Amaneshi told me not to tell anyone, but I guess I better tell you. Okay. I heard this from Amaneshi when we were discussing the
あの
repairs.
マシンは過去にしか飛べないらしいんだ
Her time machine can only leap to the past.
何
What? At first, I don't understand what he means.
バカな
Nonsense.
俺が知っているタイターのタイムマシンは
Tiger's time machine could
未来
travel
方
both
向にも飛べた
ways.
実際に見たん
Did you actually see it?
見たわけじゃないが
Well, no.
そもそもオカリンの言ってるタイターって
Besides,
2000
you
年
say
に現れたやつでしょ
You mean the one who appeared in
僕はそんな
2000,
タイタ
don't you?
ー見たことも聞
I
いた
don't
こ
know
ともな
anything
いけ
about
ど
that
な
Tiger. That's right. The Tiger I know and Suzaha aren't necessarily the same person. Although their time machines are similar, there are significant differences. For example, one looks like a Chevy and the other looks like it's like a
じゃ
satellite.
あ
So,
本当
wait.
に
行ったら戻ってこられない
Once she leaves, she can't come back.
それは例えば1975年に飛んだらどうなる
You're saying that if she goes to 1975, she can't return
2010
to
年には戻って
2010?
こられ
戻ってくるには1975
Not
年から
without living 35
35年
years
間
in
をリア
real
ルタイ
time.
ムで生きないと
Are you serious?
ということは鈴葉はタイ
That
ムマ
means
シンに乗っ
Suzaha's
て
time machine can never return to
2036年に
2036?
戻ること
だからさっきからそう言
Didn't
っ
I
てるじゃ
just
ん
say
か
that?
それはタイムマシンとしては欠陥品だろ
そうあのタイムマシンは
She
未
said the
完
time
成
machine
だって
was
言ってた
incomplete. Hi, Mini-Me. How's it going? Hope you're having a good day. Incomplete? Incomplete?
セルンの技術をパクってア
According
マ
to
ネ氏の親父さんがこっそり
Her
独
old
自に
man
作っ
built
た
it
も
in
のらし
secret
いん
by
だけ
reverse
ど
engineering certain technology.
親父さんがセルンに殺されたせい
I'm
で
not
未
too
完
bad.
成
Thanks
の
for
ままなんだっ
asking. I'm
て
glad to hear you're
それ
doing
でも過去
okay
に
as
は飛べるから
well.
ちっとも問題ないっ
Thanks
て
so
ア
much
マ
for
ネ氏
stopping
は
by.
笑ってたけどさ
But CERN killed him before he could complete it. Amaneshi insists that it's fine as long as she can leap to the past, but
それは確かな話なんだな
are you sure about this?
本人がそう言ったしアマネ氏が嘘をついてない
She said
限
so
りは
herself.
マジだと思うよ
I don't think she was lying. I love trope of having to take the slow path through time when someone else does a shortcut.
つうわけで今この時
So
代
if
に
she doesn't
タイムマ
meet
シ
her
ンの
old
修
man
理が
before
終
the
わる
time
までに
machine is
親父
repaired.
さんともう二度と会う機会はないかもしんないじゃん
She might never get another chance. So that's why he was trying to make a copy of that pin, as evidence that Suzaha's father was here. Wow, that's sad.
だがやはり偽造は良くない
But making a fake version of her father's
Uso
pin
da,
isn't
uso da.
going to solve anything. A lie is a lie.
バレなければ
But if we don't get caught... I wave Daru silent and massage my temples. Need to think. What difference does it make? True, Suzuha might be sad about missing her father, but that's none of my business. My top priority is Maidi's safety. That's right. I mustn't let my emotions control me. I need to be more rational, more logical. There's a Japanese proverb. He who pursues two hares will catch neither. However, that sad smile on Suzuha's face. Now I understand what it meant. I feel something tighten deep within my chest. The next day, as night falls, I summon all lab mems except Kurisu to Radican. One of my favorite time travel things, the old guy who gave you the note is the child you saw back then or whatever. Oh, yeah. I love, like, I don't know, like with these games, like the time travel and with the like different timelines, I just love the way that like things are not ever like what they seem. And it's always fun to see like how everything unravels, you know? All right, it's boiling hot on the rooftop, even in the evening. When I provide Daru with the refreshing gift of cola, his sweaty face lightens up.
おお、オカリン。
Wow,
ここでキンキンに冷えたカロリーゼロのコーラの差し入れとか気が利きすぎだろう。
How thoughtful of you. Daru happily takes the cola and chugs it straight from the bottle. Afterwards, Daru and Suzuha start discussing the time machine. Mairi and I watch from a short distance away.
ねえねえオカ
Hey, Okarin.
リン、あの人工衛
Isn't it
星
amazing that the
タイムマ
satellite
シン
was a
だった
time
なんて
machine?
ああ。そうだ
Yeah, I guess so.
ビルに突き刺さっちゃってるけど、すずさんが無事でよかったね。
I'm glad Suzu-san wasn't hurt in the crash.
あれって操作がとっても
I heard it's really hard
難し
to
いんだ
drive.
って。重力うんたらかんたら装置の座標がちょっとでもずれるとね、タイムマシンごとゼリーマンになっちゃって。
If the gravitational whatchamacallit coordinates are just a teensy bit off, the whole time machine becomes a jelly man and goes bloop.
しかもね、あのタイムマシンって
And she even said her time machine's unstable,
あんま
since
り
it's not a
安定して
CERN
な
model.
い。1975年に行く時が
I'm worried about her trip to 1975.
二人乗りだったらね、一緒に行ってあげられ
Do
た
you
のに
think I should go with her? I wonder if I'd fit.
お前が一緒に行ってどうするのだ。
What would you do in 1975?
決まってるよ。すずさんの手をギューって握って
I'd
ね。
cheer Suzu-san on, of
大
course.
丈夫。
I'd hold her hand super
マユ
tight
シー
and
が一緒
tell
だから
her that
大丈
everything's
夫だ
going to be
よって
okay.
おい。ねえねえオカリン。
Hey,
あの
Okarin,
タイムマシ
do you
ンって
think the time machine
名
has a
前
name?
はついてるのかな。
気になるなら、タイ
If
タ
you
ー
want
に
to
直
know,
接聞けばいい。
just ask Tighter.
そう
Oh
だね。
yeah,
マユシーうっかり
Maishi
してた
didn't
よ。
think of that. Mighty giggles, then runs off to talk to Suzuha. She returns a few seconds later.
名前あっ
Yep, it has a name.
た。FG204 なんとかなんとか。
FG204 something something, she said.
っていうかね、ダルくんとすずさんって結構お似合いだと思わない？
Bumping around out there. Alright, anyway, don't you think Daru-kun and Suzu-san are a good match? Oh yeah, this is that one, like, I remember this conversation. I was thinking it was sounding familiar. Alright, anyway, don't you think Daru-kun and Suzu-san are a good match? I look at Daru and Suzuha again.
ダルはそもそもフェイリス萌えだ。
Daru's all about Ferris. I'm still, like, I still choose to believe that Daru is Suzuha's father and Ferris somehow Daru manages to land Ferris. That's my crack theory. Yeah, that's my crack theory. Yeah, because if Suzuha's, yeah, I think it was from last Tuesday, I think. Because they're talking about how Suzuha's father is in Akiba right now. And the only reason I say that Daru ends up with Ferris, that one's more so just for fun. That one's more so just for fun. But I believe that Daru is Suzuha's father. Like, I'm all in on that theory. The Ferris part, I just, you know, why not? You know, why not? No, it doesn't have to be, but, you know, I feel like it probably is. I feel like it probably is. Myself or Mr. Braun? Well, remember, in the past, I did think that I might be Suzuha's father. But I don't really believe that anymore. Plus, you know, if we're using classic Minty logic... If we're using classic Minty logic, Daru definitely looks more like Suzuha than I do. Plus, Suzuha knows us in the future. And we're dead. She refers to her future and us in that future as a separate person. So unless she's purposefully like not wanting us to know that we're her father, which makes no sense because she's going on this whole hunt trying to find her father, you know, in this current time. I don't think it makes any sense. That's the part that talked me out of my theory about it being us. I was on it with that until those things kind of came out. She's been, I don't know. I mean, technically I feel like we've been doing more to try to find her father than like she actually has. But she does talk about like wanting to. But we have that pin that she gave us that we're kind of trying to use. But yeah, I just feel like out of the two of us, it makes more sense for it to be Daru because Daru, in terms of like what happens to him in the future, I feel like we've heard the least about. It's a little more vague. And like, they definitely don't like look the same or anything, but like they have some more similar features, like with the hair and stuff, where I could maybe see it. So yeah, that's my theory, but the Ferris part's just for fun. You know, as much as Daru's kind of like a creep, you know, I think it'd be fun if like, you know, as a fanboy, he came out on top, you know? So I'm kind of rooting for him. I'm not gonna lie. Plus, Ferris is so like, she meets his freak, you know? She matches his freak. So I feel like out of all people, like, you know, the ship is there. I kind of ship it. And I kind of want him to come out on top as, you know, a fanboy. But that's more so for fun. Saying that, I just realized Ferris Nyan Nyan uses the English, of course, among other languages, naming order rather than the Japanese. I wonder if that's intentional on Ferris' part. That's true. I'm not sure. Good point. That is all about Ferris. Oh, really? She tilts her head to the side. Hey, can Mayushi take a closer look at the time machine? I nod, and Mayuri runs over to the time machine again. Behind her, the sun glows dark and orange on the horizon. As Mayuri leaves, Suzuha comes over to stand beside me. Our shadows are long and murky in the fading light. Hashida Itaru's amazing. He said if things go well, he could have the time machine fixed by tomorrow. And he looks so unhealthy and slow. A refreshing breeze blows by. It was quite hot a few minutes ago. Wait, because this is replaying, this is making me question, did I miss an opportunity? Was I supposed to call someone? Trying to think about the things we've talked about. Did I miss something? Or is this just the natural course? It was quite hot a few minutes ago, but the temperature is finally starting to drop. Hey. There's something I want to say, and I feel like I'll never get another chance. Oh, it is required? Okay, cool. Just making sure. I completely forgot about it until just now that I'm supposed to be trying to, like, watch out for that in classic Minty fashion. Are you listening? After a moment's hesitation, I give a little nod. I'm really grateful to you, all of you. When I came to this time, I didn't know anyone. I was all alone in a world completely different from my own. The era is so peaceful. That's a wonderful thing. But it scared me. All I knew was the fight against CERN. But now I have friends, real friends, who I can share my secrets with. All these people who lived before I was born are working so hard for my sake. It's a strange feeling, but a happy one too. I wanted you to know that. I've heard these words before. Just like last time, her tone is wistful.
あのマシンは過去にしか飛べないらしいんだ。
Once more with context, but hearing Suzuha's speech with fresh ears about having to take the flow path. Yeah, that makes sense. Her time machine can only leap to the past. The truth I heard from Daru plays in my head in an endless refrain. Living with you guys in this time, it's been really fun. When I met you, you were all so strange and unique and over the top. I was kind of shocked at first, actually. Before I knew it, I started to enjoy spending time with you. 2036 is peaceful too. People don't even fight anymore. Did you know that? I shake my head. Anyway, people don't fight, ever, about anything. All forms of conflict, war included, have vanished, poof, without a trace. Instead, everyone has dead eyes, like fish. No one has ambition. Nobody dreams. They just trudge through their lives without a single complaint. Oh sure, people smile, but they never get angry or sad. There's no individuality. Everyone's a robot. You got really mad at me before, remember? I was really surprised, but at the same time, I was really happy. Suzuha looks at the time machine. Daru and Maeri are standing next to it, talking cheerfully about something or another. You're all so bright and full of life. I envy you. Shiina Mayuri, Ashida Itaru, even Makise Kurisu, and of course, you. I want to be more like you. Thanks to all of you that I'm still going strong. Being a lab mem, even for just a little while, was great. Ah! I got my glove stuck in my cup. She smiles then. A soft, sad smile that tears at my heart. This time, I know what that smile means. Being with you guys, even just for a little while, was great. Suzuha obviously knew from the beginning that if she traveled to 1975, she could never return. Change the future, Okabe Rintaro. Make it a world like this one, where people can be free. First time I heard her speak these words, I thought she was sentimental because she couldn't return to her original 2036. I was wrong. forget about 2036. She can't even return here to 2010, not without living 35 years. She'll be 54 when 2010 comes around. The present us and the present Suzuha can never meet again. Suzuha chose the mission. To change the future, to save Mairi. Unless Suzuha travels to 1975, Mairi will die. Then what about Suzuha herself? When she leaves for 1975, she'll have to sacrifice everything she has here. How does she feel about that?
思い出を
Do you
思い出を作ったことを
do you
後悔
regret
しているか
spending time with us?
どういうこと？
What do you mean?
どうせ1975年へ行くのなら
Do you regret making new friends here?
こ
New
の
memories?
2010年において
Do you wish you had kept your distance?
俺たちとそうすれば
You've already abandoned one life.
お前が
Now
捨
you
てる
have
べき
to abandon another.
お前は事実上
In a
2回
sense, it's like you're killing yourself.
もしかして橋田至から聞いた？
Did Hashida Itaru tell you? Suzuha frowns.
あいつもお前のことを心配している
He's worried about you.
たく誰にも言うなって念を
I
押しと
told
いた
him
の
not
に
to tell anybody.
どうなんだ
Well, how do you feel
Oh my
about going to 1975?
1900
どうもこうもないよ。
It doesn't matter how I feel. Suzuha's expression suddenly hardened.
私は
I have to
行かな
go.
きゃいけないんだ。
The path I chose, and it's what my
それ
dad
が
wanted.
私が選
もし
What if we
俺が
ask you to
誰が
stay?
無視する。
I'll go anyway.
アットチャンネルでも言われた。
One of those guys on channel
私だ
asked
けの
what right I
考え
have
で
to change the future and
何
decide
億
the
人
fate
に
of
も
the
影
human
響を与え
race.
るような過
He
去
had a
改変を
point.
行うとは何でもさ。
Still,
あんな未来には
I don't want the future to turn
なっ
out
てほ
like
しくない
that.
から。私は君たちみたいに
I want
自
I
由
want the
で
people in my time to be free like you.
時には喧
Free
嘩
to
もして
laugh and play,
争
fight
い
and
があって
argue,
悲しい時もある
get。sad and cry.
未来を変えればきっと
If I change the
父
future,
さんも
then no one will
椎
die.
名真由里も
Not you,
君も
not Sheena
セレ
Mairi,
ンに殺されるこ
and
と
not my dad.
なくなるだろう。エゴかもしれないけど
Maybe I don't have the right,
私は行く。
but I'm going anyway.
そのためなら
Even if you can never
お前
return.
自身はどうな
何言ってんの？
Oh, come
70
on.
年代だって
The
悪く
70s
ない
aren't a
よ。
bad time, you know?
そこで
I'll
また
find friends there just
君
like
たち
you
みたい
guys.
な愉快
We'll
な
have a
友達を
blast.
作って自由に生きていくよ。
Just like that, Suzuha is back to her usual self. But despite her cheerful smile, I am certain that her resolve was forged from fear and doubt, the likes of which few can imagine. I was a fool to think that my words could sway her. That hurts. That hurts, don't it? Beneath the clear blue sky, the time machine comes to life. Daru's repairs are complete. Sorry, I keep moving my mic because I keep like changing my position. Mairi and I help drain the last of the water out of the cockpit. The machine is still stuck in Radikon's wall, but that's a small matter. Daru gazes at the time machine with a satisfied expression. Mairi is jumping for joy, and Kurisu, who ran over as soon as she completed the time leap machine, is visibly relieved. Meanwhile, Suzuha is struggling to attach her mountain bike to the time machine's exterior. She likes it so much she wants to bring it with her to 1975. I know. Kurisu was worried that it might cause a time paradox. My heart is still heavy. Should I let Suzuha leave like this? I tried myself for the thought. It's not my choice to make. Suzuha isn't from this time. If she doesn't want to stay, then I have no reason to keep her from leaving. Suzuha finishes securing her bicycle and turns to us with a soft smile. It's not the painful, forced smile I saw yesterday. We don't perform a startup test. Activating the time machine would draw too much attention. So we're just going to wing it. Fortunately, we have the time leap machine for insurance. My only regret is that we couldn't find her father.
みんな
I think we found her father
本
just
当
fine.
にサンキューね。
Really,
な
or
んて
thanks
お礼を言っ
guys.
ていいやら
Really. I can't thank you enough.
マユシーたちのこと忘れちゃ嫌だよ。
Don't forget about us.
俺なら僕とチュッ
If
チ
you
ュし
want
て
to
くだ
thank
さい。
me, then let's make out. That's your daughter. That's your
変態は
unborn
自重しろ。
daughter. Control yourself, perv. The lab mems pat Suzaha on the shoulder and offer words of encouragement, each in his or her own way.
そうだ、これ
Oh, right. Take this. Suzaha offers her father's pin. OSHM ****A 7010. See, every time I see this, I do not think 7010. I think it says Polo, but whatever. In the end, we couldn't decipher the inscription.
岡部倫太郎、これあげるよ。
This is for you,
あのラボの
Marco.
片隅にでもいいからさ。
This is for you, Okabe Rintaro. Keep it in the lab, will you? Somewhere out of sight is fine.
お前
I'm really not too sure. The pin definitely has me. I'm not too sure. Like, one, the letters completely got me thrown off. I'm not sure what the letters are supposed to be. And then the stars, I don't get why there's the 3 stars, you know? Yeah, I really don't know. And every time I look at that, I don't think that's 7010. I think that says Polo. That's what it looks like to me in fancy letters. I mean, even if she does turn out to be his daughter, time displaced kid falls for young version of parent and vice versa. Seems like nothing Daru would totally be into, or seems like something. Yeah, exactly. It checks. And honestly, that's part of why I support my own theory. Like, I'm just like, yes. Yeah, I definitely, I get you there, as, because the L, if that was an L, it should be like, you know, capitalized like everything else. But yeah, I'm really not sure. I mean, I tried figuring out if there's any way to like scramble up the letters, but again, I can't make sense of the 3 stars. Are those supposed to be like censoring 3 of the letters? You know? Cause even if those 3 stars are like some letters, you know, if the letters are supposed to be some kind of word, they're definitely not in the right order. At least I don't think. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm pretty confused about this pin. Am I supposed to be able to guess something from it? You know, am I supposed to be able to put something like, do I have all the information to be able to understand some secret of this pin? You know? Because I don't think I do. But, you know, it's okay. I think I meant to take a screenshot of it, though, so I'll take one now, and I can stare at it more later. But yeah, I'm really not too sure. I'm really not too sure. Yeah. But maybe something will come up. Alright, is she regretting her decision to leave? Is this pin meant to be proof that Amane Suzaha was here with us in this time?
ピンバッジのことだけどさ。
Hold on. I'm thinking. Thoughts are being thunk. I still don't understand the stars, though. What's Mairi's full name? What's Mairi's last name? No, tell me it. No, tell me it. Gina? So we have, okay. So we have Okabe Rintaro, Hashida, right? Hashida Itaru, Sheena Mairi, Makise Kurisu. So is it just their last names? Right? Okabe, Sheena, Hashida, Makise. Is this supposed to... Wait, so what's Suzuha? Amane? It's Amane, right? But I wonder what the stars are supposed to be. Yeah, I didn't think about it before, but maybe that's what it is, but I'm not sure. Are they in the order that people joined the lab mems, right? Because Mairi was the first member, Daru was the second member, then we got Kurisu. Who was after that? Was it Lukako or was it... Okay, hold on. Right, because these three would be Lukako, Moeka, and... Ferris. God. But I don't remember what order we brought them in. Was it Lukako? And then Moeka? No. Moeka was before Ferris for sure. We're all in on Ferris being mother, then completely forget about her. I know, right? Listen, I'm sorry, I just couldn't think of her name for a second. Okay, but I think maybe... Okay, that's my new official theory. I still don't know what this is about, though. Well, if we're talking about the name order being like Japanese, then Okabe should be his last name, shouldn't it? Because they call his full name Okabe Rintaro. So Okabe should be his last name, right? Rintaro is his first name, right? Yeah. They just call him by his last name more than like... They call him by his last name for some reason instead of... And they don't do that for everyone else for some reason. Which is a good point that I never really thought about. Why everyone calls him I mean, people do call him Rintaro. Or do we just call him Rintaro? Maybe we're just the ones that call him Rintaro. But yeah, Okabe should be his last name. Based on the order they write it out as. So that still lines up. I want to know what it means, though, to have these starred out. Like, why have those three starred out? I'd understand, like, Moeka, but why the other two? You know? Yeah, I still have some questions. I'm not sure why they'd star them out. And I still don't understand the 70-10. It seems more likely that it should be 2010, because isn't that the year? Wouldn't it make more sense for it to say 2010 instead of 7010? Are we just misreading it and thinking it says 7010 instead of 2010? Even though, I mean, if we're talking about this being numbers, I'd definitely argue that this is a 7 rather than a 2, but I don't know. I'm just trying to cook here. I'm just desperately trying to cook. I mean, it wouldn't be the first of one of these games where we misread something. You know, what with Leon. So, I don't know. That's gonna be my guess for the numbers, is that it's supposed to be 2010. But I don't really know, because that doesn't look like a 2 to me. But maybe it is. I don't. It doesn't really make sense, but maybe. Only Christina really calls him Okabe. Most people call him Okarin. Except Luca and Ferris, they tend to call him Toma. Yeah. Okay, well, yeah, that's my official theory, is that this is the names of the lab mems in order. I'm not sure why these are starred out exactly. I'm sure there's some kind of significance for it. And I think the order here is Moeka, but I really can't remember if Lukako or Ferris was next. I think Lukako. And then maybe Ferris, but I'm not sure. Cat girls are illegal. Yeah. No, that's fair. Yeah. Okay, anyways, that's my official theory. About the pin. Daru hesitates for a moment, then steps forward.
それと同じ図柄でラボメンみんなの分を作った
Why
ら
don't
ど
we
うか
make
な
duplicates for all the
ラ
lab
ボメン
mems?
の証っつう
Make it our
か
symbol, I guess.
それ
Wow,
すっ
that's a
ごく
great
いい
idea.
かもだよ。
珍しく気が利くじゃない。
How unusually thoughtful of you. Plus, okay, if my theory about the letters is correct, which I'm feeling pretty confident about now at this point because it matches up perfectly, that would definitely support the theory that her father is one of them. For him to have that pin, that definitely supports that theory. Therefore, I'm doubling down even more on it being Daru. I'm doubling the fuck down right now. If he's not a person that's a lab mem, if it's not that, then he's definitely close to one of us, because there's no other reason for him to have that pin and then gift it to his daughter, you know? But I'm much more willing to bet that it's just one of them, so I'm gonna say Daru. Imagine jumping to a world line that seemingly seems very similar, then you just run into Akiha Rumi. Oh, I forgot her name, yeah. Instead of Ferris Nyan because cat girls are illegal. Yeah, because they are. They should be. Not good for my mental health. I say as I'm wearing my fucking cat ear headset. I'm a fucking hypocrite. All right, how unusually thoughtful of you.
なんか
I
そうい
don't know
う
what to
使い方
say.
してもらえると。
つうわけなんで画像
We
は
already
もう
took
撮
a
ったし
picture of it, so
その
keep
バ
your
ッジ
pin.
は天主が持ってってよ
It belonged to your dad,
親父
right?
さんの大切
Yeah. Okay.
そうする。
I stay silent. There's nothing I can say. I could stop Suzuha from leaving if I tried. But unless she goes, I can't save Mighty.
はいはい。パンパ
Hey, everyone. Oh.
ここでマユシーから重大
Mighty
な
has
発
an
表
important
があり
announcement
ます
to make. Oh, let's hear it. Mighty suddenly raises her hands and calls for attention. As usual, she completely fails to sense the gravity of the situation. Though I suppose it's our fault for not telling her the truth about Suzuha's time machine. In any case, she has my attention. She about to be like, I'm going with her! What could her announcement be? Could Mighty have found out that she's fated to die? I quickly glance at Kurisu, but she seems just as confused as I am. That is one way to save her. Yeah? Then what is it?
マユシーはですね、
Oh.
すずさんのお父さん見つけました。
Yay! Yay, me too! Except watch me be wrong. Okay, actually, she found Suzu-san's dad. Let's hear it.
Huh?
Huh? What?
マジ
Really? Mighty puffs out her chest proudly.
会いたい
Yeah, you win some, you lose some, you know, as.
というわけで
She's so
今
cute.
日はお父さんに来ていただいてます
Hold on. I have a toggle for this. I have a toggle for this.
それでは発表しますすずさんのお父さんは
Sorry, I didn't get to read the first part. Want to meet him? You do, don't ya? Well, he's here with us today. Where? Everyone, including me, starts looking around. Mighty has us hook, line, and sinker. I can't turn my toggle off now because if it does, it skips lines ahead. So I'm just gonna have to be smirking for a while. I don't think I can blink with this toggle on. I'm just staring y'all down while I'm smirking. Couldn't you do it from this screen with the log? Oh, do you think so? Do you think it won't do it? Okay, let me try. I hope it doesn't skip ahead though. No, I don't want to risk it. I want to hear her say it. I'll wait until after she says it. Okay, I want to hear her say it, just in case. Just in case. Anyway, where? Everyone, including me, starts looking around. My AD has his hook, line, and sinker. I scan the empty event hall, but there's no one else here. Where could he be? Oh, oops. Wrong button. Allow me to introduce you. Suzu-san's dad is...
うおセルフドラムロール
Is that a drum roll?
ジャグジャンすずさんのお父さんは
She's killing me right now. Oh my god. Just spit it out. Ta-da! Suzu-san's dad is... Oh, hi, Ixodes. That was very cute, wasn't it? Oh my god. They're killing me. Mighty flashes Suzuha a grin.
ダルくんです
Hey, yo! What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? Oh. What did I say? No, they better not switch up on me here. I'm feeling a high right now. I'm a mythical, fucking legendary theorizer. Thank you for getting your daily mint, by the way, Ixodes. Daru-kun! She thrusts her finger at Daru. Yeah, sure, look, listen, I'm telling you, the hair color never lies. And if the hair color lies, the eye color never lies. Our mouths drop, except not mine, because I'm not surprised. Because I'm a genius. After awkward silence comes awkward laughter. Never
そ
lies.
のロジックはジョークになって
That
ない
joke's
で
not
しょ
even logical.
そもそもこの変態
It's
が結
impossible
婚な
for
んて
this
できる
perv
わ
to
け
get
ない
married
し
in the first place.
ちょその言い草ひどくね
Hey, that kind of hurts.
いやクリスティーナの言い
I completely agree with
草に全
Christina.
面的に同意する
Daru is fated to become a
Daru.
wizard when he turns
30歳を
30.
超えてま
お前ら少しは自重しろ
You could be
でも事
nicer
実
about
だ
it,
から
guys.
反論できない
But it's the truth, so I can't object. Oh my god. Daru falls to his hands and knees, devastated. Wait, don't compare me to Kyoma like that, Neo. I am not comfortable with that comparison. I gotta tell you something, I am not okay, nor am I comfortable with that comparison. Oh no, I'm becoming him. As for Suzuha herself, she clearly doesn't know how to react.
そもそも私のお父さんそんなに太ってなかった
My
よ
dad wasn't fat. Oh my god, I have a cat hair in my mouth. Blah. Damn.
もう
Jeez.
みんなダルくんに
You're also
冷たい
mean to
よ
Daru-kun.
うわ、僕をかばってくれるのはマイシ
Maishi's
だ
the
けだ
only
よ。
one to stand up for
なん
me.
という天使。
You're an angel,
さては
Maishi.
僕に惚れて
Do you
るな。
love me?
うん
Nope. Harsh.
あのね
Um,
マユシーの推理だ
Maishi's
と
100 million% sure that Daru-kun is
すず
Suzuha's
さんの
dad.
お父さんなの
Same.
じゃあ聞かせてよ。
Okay.
どう証明したのか。
What's your proof?
ピンバッジに書いてある文字のことを
I
ね
was thinking about the letter on
ずっと
Suzu-san's
考
pin.
えてたんだ
You know what, Az? I'm so glad you got me sitting there thinking about that for a second because I hadn't taken the time to think about it again in a while. So thank you. I appreciate you giving me one last chance to theorize, you know? I was thinking about the letters on Suzu-san's pin.
でねじーって見てたら
After staring at it really hard, I noticed the 7 and 7010 looks a little weird.
ちょっと変だなって気づいて
Yeah, yeah.
これは
It
ね
was very helpful.
7じゃ
Got me
なくて
thinking.
2なんだよ下の横棒がかすれて消えちゃってるだけ
I'm a fucking genius! They can't fool me. They can't fool me, bitch. I'm a fucking genius. My brain might be smooth, but I tell you what, they don't got nothing on this smooth brain. Bruh. Okay, nah. But listen though, that's kind of cuckoo crazy. That does not look like a 2. It doesn't. She's saying the line fell off the bottom, but is that even possible? She's saying the like part of the engraving broke off? Is that what she's saying? That's a little cuckoo crazy. I'm not gonna lie. But you know what? I was right. So I don't even care. I don't even care. I don't even care. Not an engraving? Then what is it? The little piece, part of it, not the engraved part, I guess. The raised part. It broke off? Reverse indentation. Yeah. It just seems crazy to me that the raised part broke off. Oh yeah, I guess that is embossing. Is that what that's called? Well, yeah, sorry. I meant the raised part of the engraving. I didn't word that quite right. But that's kind of crazy that that fell off. But you know what? That's fine. Because again, I was right. On all accounts. And I'm a fucking genius. Although I'm still not sure from her logic how this means that he is the father. You know what I mean? So I'm curious to see where she goes with that. Because my only reason for thinking that Daru is the father is that they look the most similar out of everybody here involved. And then a little bit of supported theory that if it's her father's pin, then it must be someone, you know, associated with the pin. So I want to know what her reasoning beyond that is. So let's see. All right, it's not a 7, it's a 2. The line fell off the bottom.
本当に
Really? Suzuha stares at the inscription on the pin again.
小さすぎてよくわ
It's
かん
so
ないけ
small,
ど
I can't tell.
デジカメで撮った画像を拡大するとね
It's easy to see on the picture we took.
2010って西暦のこと
2010? But that's this
まさ
year.
にこ
だったら最初のアル
Then
ファベ
what
ッ
do
ト
the
は
letters
何を意
mean?
味するんだ
Here we go. OSHM star 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 A 20. That's what's inscribed on the pin.
簡単だよ
That's easy.
岡部椎名橋田牧瀬でもって天音
I feel so fucking smart. I do tell you what.
ちょ、
What? It was right in front of us all along. We just didn't know where to look.
これラボ面の頭文字じゃん。
It looks like it's 2 separate materials. So the letters are probably glued / welded / whatever on. Oh, you mean because the bottom part of it looks like this? whatever this material is. It's our initials?
2010年って言った
So
ら
I was
何か
thinking,
な
why
って考
2010?
えたらね
And then I
ラボメ
remembered
ン
it's
の
the
年
year
だ
of the
って
lab
思って
mems. The year of the lab mems?
未来ガジェット研究所ができたのは
The Future
今年だ
Gadget
わ
Laboratory was founded this year.
そういうことか
So that's what it is.
でねすずさん
And
か
you
ら
know,
聞いた未来
Susan
の
has
話に
lots of
は
stories about future
オカ
Okarin
リ
and
ンとク
Chris-chan,
リスちゃんの話は出てくるけど
but not a single
ダル
story
君の
about
話は
Daru-kun,
ちっとも
right?
出てこなかったり
それを言うならマヨシだって
There weren't any about Maishi either.
Not talk about that.
Daru's observation startles me. It's an obvious thing to wonder about, but it strikes too close to home.
マユシーはラ
Well,
ボメンだけ
Maishi's
ど
a lab mem,
タイム
but
マ
I
シ
can't
ン
make
は
time
作れない
machines, and I
し
don't like fighting.
争い事
Of
も
course
好
I'm not
きじゃない
famous.
から
No. The reason there aren't any stories about Mairi is because she dies in a few hours. Only Kurisu, Suzuha, and I know that, and we say nothing.
でもねダル君はスーパ
But
ーハッカー
Daru-kun's
だ
a
し
super hacker and
オカリ
Okarin's
ン
right
の右腕
arm.
だし
He even helped
電話
Okarin
レン
make
ジちゃん
Phone
だ
Wave
って
Chan.
オカ
So I
リン
thought it
と
was
ダル
strange
君
Suzuhan
が二人
didn't
で
know
作った
him.
んだから名前が出てこなくちゃ
名前が出てこない
So you're
すなわ
saying
ち
he used a different
名
name?
前を偽っている
すずさんがいたレジスタンスを作った人の中には
Feral Tiger-san helped Okarin found the
バレルタイ
resistance,
ター
right?
さんもいて2010
He
年
was
の
in
秋葉
Akiba
に
in
いた人で
2010.
タイムマシンを独
He
自
was
に研
able to
究
build
で
his
き
own
る
time
人
machine.
でオカリンの
And
リ
he
ーディ
knew
ングシュークリ
about
ームを
and he knew about Okarin's reading spaghetti.
リーディングしたいな。
Reading Steiner.
それについて知って
He
る
knew
人
about it. She's so cute.
ダル君ならぴっ
Doesn't
た
that
りで
fit
しょ
Daru-kun perfectly?
確かに
She's right.
それにねすず
Do you
さんが
remember the
お
day
父さん
Suzu-san
と会おう
went
と
to
して
meet
い
her
た
father?
日のタイムマシンオフ会に行けば
She
お
thought
父
he
さ
would
ん
be
に
at the
会
time
える
machine
と思った
offline
んだ
meet.
よね
We know that because we tailed her.
ちなみにダル君もそのオフ会に
Daru-kun
行
was
こうと
supposed to be
して
there
たでし
too,
ょ
right?
あれは日
That
本
meet
へ
was
政府史
seriously
を語る
important to
上
the
で
history
重
of
要なオ
Japanese
フ会だったん
sci-fi.
だマジで
At least I got to sneak in
ま
while
あ
tailing a
天飯の尾
Maneshi.
行ついでに潜り込めたからラッキーだったけど
I don't remember that. It must have happened because of the D-mail I sent. This is the curse of reading Steiner. Although I keep my memories from previous world lines, I don't acquire memories of events on new world lines.
父さんからそのオフ会の話を聞いたことがあっ
Dad
て
told me about that meet when I was
子
little.
供の頃のことだ
I
から
don't remember
うろ
what
覚え
he
だった
said
けど
exactly, but I thought I might be able to meet
行
him
けば
there.
会えるかなって思う
じゃああの会場で僕に会ってた
If
ら
I'd been at
そ
the
れで
meet,
解決だったっ
everything would have
て
been okay.
話
どうかな
I don't know.
その時
I
点で
don't think
は
I'd have picked
橋が
out.
いたるお父さん
picked
だ
you
とは
out as my
認識でき
dad.
なかったかも
Remember you told Daru to go to the party with Bear's cooking. I sure did, so he could meet his future wifey, so he could have his child. Still, the evidence keeps piling up.
あとねタイムマシンの
And
名
then
前
there's the time machine's name.
FG204 なん
See,
とかかんとかって言うんだ
Because
けど
part of my theory that also
なんだっけ
the moment I started thinking that was because I saw F and I was like, oh, maybe Daru made the time machine and named it after Ferris, but I don't know what the G is supposed to be and I don't know what the numbers are supposed to be. So I abandoned the theory there literally just on the basis of the letter F, and then I decided to, you know, just we can try to cook for a second. I mean, okay, so we now have confirmed, or at least strongly confirmed, that Daru is the father. You think that one's easy? Really? I don't know. I have no ideas. I mean, it is supposedly Daru. You should be able to figure it out. Oh, take Ferris out of my mind? Okay, so it doesn't have to do with Ferris. Take that part out. FG? Not part of Maishi's evidence, but if this bears out, Suzelle's father tried to make that exact pin thinking he was counterfeiting it, which is hilarious. I know, I thought that was kind of funny since I already suspected that it was Daru at that point. FG? FG. FG. I should know this? FG. I wasn't thinking that. FG? Can I get a hint? It's really confusing me that you say I should be able to figure out if it's Daru, because I'm just like blank. Oh, Future Gadget. Duh, Future Gadget, right? So is that just the number, the gadget number? Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Where's my mouse? It's not? Oh, it's not? Really? Oh. Well, that's kind of funny, ain't it? I know I did almost cancel. I got really scared. Wait, it's really not Future Gadget? Wait, but I wanted to look. Oh my gosh, why does my mouse keep disappearing? Well, I just wanted to look because aren't the Future Gadgets fuck. Which one is a Future Gadget? What's like a random Future Gadget? Is this one? I mean, that would be like years in the future. So I guess like supposedly there could be, they don't have that many Future Gadgets right now. Wait, but are you telling me I'm wrong? It's not Future Gadget? Just happens to be the same letters. What do you mean by she's opinion? Wait, what do you mean? Now I'm more confused. This is all my she's. Well, no. But I'm still confused about what you're saying. It's just whenever I said Future Gadget, you all said no. So I'm confused. Is that what you were saying no to, or were you saying no to something else? And now I'm so confused. I'm so confused. But if it's not Future Gadget, I don't know what else it is. I can't think of anything else that's FG. FG? FG? Oh, you were saying no as in, you guys were saying no to giving me hints? Oh. Okay, then I'm going with its Future Gadget number 204. Which means they made a lot of Future Gadgets at that point. Oh, okay. I thought you guys were all saying no to Future Gadget, so I got really confused. Okay, I'm going with Future Gadget then. I'm going with Future Gadget. We'll see what happens. Okay, so then there's the time machine's name, Future Gadget 204, or FG204. FG204. something. What was it? Wait, was there more to it though? Was there more to it? Because she's saying something.
FG204 セカンドエディションバージョン 2.31
Oh, okay. I'm sticking with Future Gadget. Future gadget with a lot of versions and additions.
そのネーミングセンスは
That naming sense.
間違いなく
It's
ダル
got to be Daru.
それに FG はね、きっとフューチャーガジェットの略
And
だと
FG
思うん
probably
だ。
stands for future gadget. So Suzuha's time machine is future gadget number 204? A lot.
最後に名前
Finally, his
バレ
name.
ルタイターさんはね、
Barrel Titer has to be
ダル君
Daru-kun.
しか考えられないよ。
Yeah, I never could figure out why he would go by Barrel. That part I'm also not sure about. I love how they're like, well, maybe for the majority of Maishi's evidence. But then the thing with that is invention naming sense is the first convincing thing. Yeah, no, for real. They're like, all right, she's cooking now. She's cooking fucking now. Yeah, I'm really not too sure about Barrel. Does it have something to do with like something? Is it like referencing a person or something or a thing he liked or a game or something maybe? Whatever. I'm not gonna cook on
そう
that
いえば
one.
昨日の夜マユリからバレルの意味を教えて
Come to think of it, last night, Mayuri asked how to say barrel in Japanese. She did? I don't remember
バ
that.
レルはね、タルって意味なんだ
Barrel
よね。
is taru in
Christian?
Japanese, right, Christian? Oh, gotcha, gotcha. Please do not.
ん
Taru.
タル
Taru.
タル
Daru?
ダル
Itaru?
ダジャ
It's a pun?
レでねでね、すずさん、
Okay, Suzu-san.
橋田イタ
Say
ル
Hashida Itaru 10 times fast.
なんで
Why?
言えばわかるよ。
Just say it and find out. She's so cute.
橋田イタル、橋田イタル、橋田イタル、橋田イタル、橋田イタル、橋田イタル、橋田イタル、橋田イタル、橋田イタル、橋田イタル。
Wow, that's pretty impressive. Not gonna lie.
今、
She didn't even
ダイター
stutter.
って聞こえなかった
Just now, didn't it sound like Daitor? Daita?
聞こえた
It did.
橋田イタル、橋田イタル、橋田イタル、橋田イタル。
She's so cute, bruh. I'm fucking obsessed with that
マ
bitch.
ジで
For reals?
マジです。
For super reals? Yeah, I'm screenshotting that. Oh my god. They are. She's just like me for real. She's just like me for real. I love her for it. I can't believe it. But with all this evidence laid out in front of me, I can't deny it either. You know what fucking kills me? Is that, you know, it seems like the basis for all of my theories that are correct in identifying people as certain people or certain roles in the story. The basis of my theory always begins on how they look, and that's it. It's solely based on how they look. And then as I go, I build a theory off of that, and somehow it keeps being right. Like, if you think of it, Akane, classic example. The first example really started up my theory technique, okay? Solely based on look, had nothing else to go off of, and I just decided that's old Akane. That's what it is, okay? Then we have Nagito, which I suppose we haven't been completely confirmed on yet, but I'm absolutely convinced that Nagito is Makoto. One, because they look the fucking exact same. Two, because if you mix around the letters, it literally gives you Makoto's name, okay? Like, there's just no way they're not, okay? And that all started based on how he looked, just because he looks like Makoto, okay? And now we have Daru being Suzuha's father solely because out of all the people that are like main characters in this story, he looks the most like he could be related to Suzuha. Every time, the start of my theory is just based on how they look. And then as time goes on, I build up a case for myself, and it always ends up being correct. And you know what? This must be why now every time I ask about hair or eye colors, names and letters and things like that, the first thing specifically that comes out of Az's mouth is no. And that's how I know I'm on the right track. Because suddenly, one of the people who's always willing to help me, give me a little bit of information, is going, no. If you don't want me to feel more affirmed in my theory, you have to not say no anymore, Az, because that's how I know I'm cooking. That's how I know I'm cooking. You gotta start reverse psychologying me. Or you have to start saying no when I'm completely off, so I think I'm right. Bruh. Oh, that's fucking hilarious. I love it though. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I've been cooking lately. Everyone's jaw drops again, only this time we're staring at Daru and Suzuha.
とってもお似合いの親子だと思うな。
I think she looks just like her father. Who's the
プラ
mommy
シーボ
though?
効果かしらね。
That could
言
just
わ
be
れ
the
てみれば、
placebo effect.
二人が似て
But
るよ
now
うな
that you
気も
mention
して。
it, they kind of do look alike. See, I disagree, Kurisu, because I started with the looks. She's ending with the looks, okay? But it works out either way, so I think she's fucking cooking. I think she's onto it. I feel like the things I get wrong are smaller things that I acknowledge are pretty like baseless, and they're not based on like looks, you know? It's more so just like throwing something out there. Yeah. But the ones where it's always based on the looks, sometimes somehow it always ends up being right. Cause see, I theorized that that we were her father, but that wasn't based on looks. In fact, it threw me off that we looked nothing alike, but I thought maybe the mother would be like the one, I don't know, that fixed that. But I wasn't super certain on that theory. I was just kind of going for it. But once I switched the theory to the one that looks more like her, then it started cooking and everything fell into place. So I don't know, man. My theories about based on how people look, they really just do be they be cooking like no other. It could be like people convincing themselves they're psychic or something. You don't remember the 100 times you failed to guess what the person is thinking, but the one time you do sticks in the mind. No, for sure. I definitely have thrown a bunch of wrong guesses in this game. I already know. I don't remember most of them for the exact reason you just said. But, you know, we've gotten a few things right, and I'm feeling good about that. I really am. I'm feeling really good about this one. All right, but yeah, okay, so that could be the
お手
placebo
柄
effect.
だ。
Yeah,
名探偵
you
椎名
have to
真由美だ。
you have to throw all the theories out there. You have to. Some of them are gonna be wrong. I'm not that much of a genius, but you know, I'm happy if I get even a few of them right. That always feels real good. Nice work, Mighty. You'll make a great detective one day. Nah, she really killed it.
名探
She really fucking killed it
偵
out
そんなこ
here.
と言われたの初
A
めてだよ
detective? That's the first time anyone said that. She's such a ditz most of the time, but maybe she's more perceptive than anyone knows.
ああ、
My
む
daughter?
娘
Amane, she is
天主が
my daughter?
僕の
I'm still dying to know who the mother is. I'm dying to know. Okay, I'm fucking dying to know. Daru, wide-eyed, points at Suzuha while flapping his lips like a fish out of water.
父さん
I really did. Now, that one was definitely the craziest and most baseless one. Truly. Because, like, this one, we had a reason to try to figure out we knew that she, you know, was looking for her father. We don't know who the father is and that it's probably a significant character in the game. So for that one, it makes sense to start guessing the people in the game, right? Like, we had a reason to kind of be cooking on that. The Akane thing, really, I had no reason to think that. Genuinely no reason whatsoever. And that's exactly why I'll never shut up about it. That is precisely why. My best theory to date, for sure. Dad.
そういう時はパパと呼びなさい。
Could you call me Papa instead?
こんな時ぐらい変態は
For
やめろよ
once in your life, don't be a perv.
父さん
Dad! Aww. Suzuha tries to hold back her tears, but can't. I do need to make a log, you're right. They fall from her eyes and roll down her cheeks. That would be fun to look back on. Yeah, you're right, I should. Seeing this, Daru stops his joking and lets Suzuha speak.
私
I came, Dad. I came to see you
父さんに
in
会
the
うた
time
め
machine
に
you built.
父さんが作った
It would be fun to write down the most cracked ones and then see which ones end up being right and which ones don't, you know? Because it is easy to forget the ones that were wrong after you move on, you know? Because there's just so much more going on. Yeah. I should. That would be really fun to, like, log it. I should start doing that. That's a really good idea. Okay, yeah. Yeah.
父さんのやろうとしていたこ
I'm
と
going to finish what you started. I
私
promise.
が
Yeah.
だから
Watch over
見
me,
てて
okay?
ほしい
Aww.
見てるよ。絶対見てるよ。
I'm watching. Of course I am. Suzuha walks up to Daru and hugs him gently. Daru awkwardly but firmly hugs her back. Father and daughter reunited across time. I'm truly glad we could bring them together.
ちなみに君
By
の
the
母さんは
way-
可愛かった
Stop!
ロリ顔で背が
Was your
小さくて
mother
だけど
cute?
巨乳っての希
Request
望。
petite girl with cute face and big boobs.
それは内緒にしと
That's
く
a secret. When Suzuha finally steps away from Daru, she's smiling once again.
さてと
Well,
こ
that
れで
takes
こ
care
の
of
世界
everything I
線への
wanted to
未
do
練
on
は
this world
きれ
line.
いさっぱり立ちそろそろ
I'm
行くよ
I'm curious why they didn't mention the stars on the pin whenever they were talking about the meaning of like everything on the pin, you know? I'm surprised they didn't like acknowledge that. Gotta be weird hearing stuff you haven't done yet described in the past tense by your daughter who's basically your age. I know, right? Honestly, I definitely understand Daru basically being like, uh-huh. Like, my man probably went into shock for sure. Guess I should be going.
待て
Also, he just like
No,
openly
Hidaka.
admitted that he truly believed he was
仕事、
gonna end up like
積も
not
る話があったりしないの？
being like being alone and stuff. So you know what? He just found out not only is he gonna get wifed the fuck up, he gonna have a baby one day. Wait, you're going already? Don't you have more to say to your father? What am I doing? Suza's mind is set. I know that nothing I can say will convince her to stay. Madness to even try. If she stays, Mairi dies. I know that. But why am I trying to stop her?
私は大丈夫
No, I'm fine now. I'm going to get an IBN 5100, just like I promised. She looks at us with the face of a warrior.
未来を変えるのは
I'll bring it to you here in
君たちにかか
Akihabara.
ってる
That's my duty, and I'll see it through.
私は
The rest is
荷
up to
物を
you.
この秋葉原に
So,
絶対
does
持っ
that
てくる
mean
から
she's gonna bring it to us as like her older self?
君たちに責任を持って託すから
Like once she goes back in time, will her older self like almost instantaneously like appear in Akiba basically? You know? Because it will have changed the line of events or whatever. But aren't I supposed to be hopping to a different world line? I can't quite remember. I guess we'll just see how it plays out. I mean, to be fair, Suzuha has never said anything about marriage, I don't think. Could be a one-night stand in the heat of CERN's dystopia. That's very true. That's very true. Yeah, she's going into the past and she's getting the IBM 5100, but isn't she doing something that's going to change the whatever she called it, like the convergence thing? And then that will allow me to enter a different world line in the like alpha, beta, whatever. Remember, we're like in a certain, I forget what they call it. but we're supposed to like go to a different one. I think we're in the alpha one right now. And aren't I supposed to go to like the beta one? Because that's where it will like allow Mighty to live or something like that. Oh, it just will automatically change the divergence number. We don't actually have to like do anything. Her making the major change in the past will cause the divergence. Is that what you mean? But I'll bring it to you here in Akihabara. That's my duty, and I'll see it through. The rest is up to you. The divergence number is just the divergence from that world line. Change the future, please. Nobody speaks. Nobody nods. We don't have the words. Okay, sure. But she sees it in our faces. Resolve. Suzuha has entrusted us with her will and her mission. We meet her gaze, each of us, and silently swear to protect them to the end. The future Suzuha came from is not the future we desire. If Suzuha's time, in Suzuha's time, Baru and I fought to change it. This time will make sure it never happens. Mairi will live. Risu will be free. Suzuha will grow up knowing her father. We must change the future, that all these things may come to pass.
それじゃ35年後に会おうね。
See you in 35 years.
君たちにとって
So
は
I
数
guess
時
it'll
間
only be a
がさ。
few hours for you guys.
そうそう。
You're a
タイムマシンは時間跳躍するとき
50.15% divergence
紫外線光
play.
がすごいから直視し
Oh,
ない
I
方がい
almost
いよ。
forgot. The time machine gives off terrific ultraviolet rays when it jumps, so make sure not to look directly at it. Alright, cool. Good to know. With that final warning, Suzuha boards the time machine. She waves once, and then the hatch closes behind her. Moments later, the machine comes to life. A shrill alarm starts ringing. There are no other sounds. It makes less noise than I'd expect. People on the street below start shouting and cheering at the satellite's sudden activity. They all look up and point. Oh, my phone vibrates. I take it out and open it. The mail is from Suzuha. Oh, stop! Goodbye. When I failed to stop her on a previous world line, she sent me the exact same message before leaving. But this time, the world holds a completely different meaning, or word. I lift my eyes from the message to see the space around the time machine begin to warp. All right, look away from it! A cocoon of light appears and envelops the fuselage. I squint my eyes against the bro, close your eyes! Look away! We will never see her again. Not this Suzuha. Yes, we can seek her out in our time. I know that I will make the effort. The next time we meet, an immense gulf of time will have divided us. No matter how hard we wish it were different, she will not be the girl we knew. All of a sudden, Daru takes a step into the light.
Suzuha! きっとまた会おうな。
I'm sure we'll meet again.
僕その時まで頑張るから。頑張るだなんてとっさにこんな言葉しか出なくて、自分のボキャブラリーの貧弱さが嫌になるけどさ。
I'll do my best until then. I hate myself for not knowing any other way to say it, but I'll do my best.
とにかく僕は頑張るから。鈴葉も頑張ってな。
God! I'll do my best, I promise. So Suzuha, do your best too. His words probably can't reach her anymore. Words that have come to mean basically the opposite of what their etymology would suggest are interesting. Terrific is almost always used to refer to something good in modern English, but etymologically, it comes from causing terror. I know, those are always so interesting to me. I remember once I read some kind of post or something where it was like a person speaking, like learning English, and they gave a lot of examples of words like that. And I think, God, I can't remember what it was, but it was something like they were like accepting an award at work or something, or like maybe they were interning, or I don't know, something like that. Maybe it was school, whatever, but they were being given some kind of award. And so they said something about, like, they used a word that was kind of like that, where like she thought, I think she was like crediting her like boss or who, you know, her leadership team was something. And the word like in one form means like a good thing, but when used like as in like an adjective or whatever, it means like the opposite. And so she just like publicly like basically accidentally bashed on whoever was like her leadership or, you know, boss or whatever. And everyone was so confused. And then she found out like what it meant. And it was so funny. Like, oh my gosh. And it made me think about like words like that, you know? It was so good. I wish I remember like what word she said because it was so funny. And I was like, yeah, I can definitely see how that confusion would happen. Like, that makes sense. Yeah, so funny. His words probably can't reach her anymore. Iris, hi baby. As the light grows more intense, I raise my hand to shield my eyes. Bathed in radiant particles, the cocoon slowly unfurls. I do love the word unfurls. What a great word. The next thing I know, Suzuha's time machine has vanished into thin air, leaving a hole the size of a dump truck in Radikan's wall. The air is thick with the smell of ozone, and seems to pull softly where the machine stood. We stand there for a while, staring silently at the empty spot while the summer breeze blows gently past. As if the wind were fate itself. Unfortunately, we don't have time to mourn her departure. In about an hour and a half, Moeka's group will attack the lab. Before that happens, we need to acquire the IBN 5100 that Suzuha went to 1975 to obtain. The time machine's sudden disappearance has thrown the area into chaos, which makes it easy for us to slip out unnoticed. See you in 35 years, Suzuha said. 54-year-old Suzuha should be here in Akiba. Before she left, we decided that the time machine's disappearance would be her cue to bring the IBN 5100 to the lab. But when we return to the lab, there's no 54-year-old woman waiting for us. Seems Suzuha hasn't come yet. What if she doesn't eat? No more running. Hi, baby. Kurisu gasps for breath while Mighty calmly munches on a banana. As I check the lab for any sign of Suzuha, a line of red numbers catches my eye. The meter reads 0.337187. Divergence hasn't changed. Reading Steiner didn't activate this time, so I suspected that might be the case. Let's think this through. I thought that divergence would change the instant Suzuha obtained an IBN 5100 in 1975. But maybe there's something else that needs to happen. Will it change the instant Suzuha hands me the IBN 5100? Or will it change when we use the IBN 5100 to delete my email from CERN's database? At any rate, all we can do now is wait for Suzuha to arrive.
今はさ、鈴葉は54歳になってる
Suzuha's
わけでしょ
54 by now, right? After catching his breath, Daru speaks.
自分の娘が30以上も
My
年
daughter
上
is
になって
30
る
years
のっ
older
て
than me.
見たいよ
I don't know if I
うな
want
見
to
た
see
くな
that.
いような
Feels
変な
weird,
気分
man.
だお
それどころか
You
結
know,
婚し
it
て
wouldn't
も
be
う孫が
unusual
いて
for
も
her
お
to
か
have
しくないわ
grandchildren
ね
at that age.
54歳
つまり僕は
You
こ
mean I
の
could have
年に
great
して
grandkids?
ひ孫の姿を
I don't
拝
know
め
if I'm ready
る
for that, man.
とどんな顔していいかわか
ひいおじいちゃんら
Just be
しく
super nice to them.
ドーンって
That's what
構
grandpas
えてればいい
do.
と思う。
ひいおじいちゃんって言わんでくれ
Please don't call me grandpa. Oh, a knock on the door interrupts their idle chatter. 0.00000 is essentially an arbitrary 0 point. Theoretically, something could drastically change but show the same numbers, I suppose, if things happen to be the same amount different in different ways. See. It must be Suzuha. Is it though? Let's see. Everyone looks at me. With a strange mixture of anticipation and anxiety, I slowly open the door.
Oh, Okabe.
Hello. Instead of an old woman, we get a wall of muscle. Our disappointment is palpable.
なんだ
Oh,
あなたか
it's you.
なあ、うちのバイト来てないか？
Reading Steiner would still probably activate in that case, so not relevant here, but an interesting idea. Yeah, that's true. Hey, have you seen my part-timer? Mr. Braun peeks into the lab.
すずさんならね、
Oh
35
my
年前
god. If you're looking for Suzu-san, she went 35 years.
Shut up, Mayuri!
Kirisa covers Mairi's mouth.
なんか知ってんのか？
You know
あ
something?
いつどこ行ったんだよ。
Where'd that girl run off to?
ここ数日ずっ
She
と
took the
休み
last
っぱ
couple
なし
days
で、
off, and I don't know
次
when
にい
she's
つ
coming
バイト
next.
出るかわかんねえん
She
だよ
won't even
な。
answer her phone.
携帯に電話しても繋がらねえし。
We don't have time for this. But I can't just order him to leave. Not unless I want another cracked skull.
彼女は実家に帰ると
She
言ってい
said
まし
she
た
went back to her hometown.
も
She's probably gone for good.
うここには来ないでしょ
何？そうなのか？
What? You sure?
あのガキ。
That
雇い
brat.
主である俺には
She
一言
didn't say a
もなし
word
か。
to me. Future is changing. Isn't this proof? On my previous sleeps, Mr. Braun never came by the lab. This must be related to Suzuha's trip to 1975. Surely it's a good sign. Oh no. Now, as long as the attractor field doesn't amend history again. Mr. Braun sighs, then turns to me with a serious expression.
まあいいわ。
Well,
こうして
whatever.
訪ねてきたの
I've
は
got something for you, Okabe.
おめえに。
俺に
For me? He hands me an envelope. It's addressed to Okabe Rintaro, but there's no stamp or postmark. The name Hashida Suzu is written on the back. Aww.
これは
What is this?
前に俺が世話になった
From
人
the
からの
lady
手
who
紙
used
だ。
to own this building.
今日
She
お
asked
前
me
に
to give it
渡
to
して
you
く
on
れっ
this
て頼
day.
まれてた。
Ah.
え
Who? Come
おめえこ
Rintaro,
そ
put it together.
すずさんとはどういう関係
How
なの？
did you know Suzu-san anyway? Suzu-san? Suzu-san. Of course! The name on the back reads Hashida Suzu. Hashida is Daru's surname.
この女性は今どこに
Where is she now?
いや、10年前に亡くな
10
った
years
んだ。
ago. She passed away 10 years ago.
亡くなっ
Passed away? She's dead? A wave of dizziness nearly sweeps me off my feet.
いくつぐらいの人だった
How old was she?
50は
Oh,
超えて
so
なかっ
is she
た
the
な。
one that left the IBN 5100 at the temple, probably? She must be the one that left it at the temple and then said that a young man was gonna come asking for it. Mid 40s, I think. The age fits.
渡してくれて感謝しますミスター
Thank you
ブ
for
ラウン
taking care of this letter, Mr. Braun. Is it from Suzu-san?
もしかしてすずさん
マジでなんで
Seriously?
店長が
Why did he have it? Mr. Braun clearly doesn't understand our reaction, and we're not about to explain. Give this note to a random 10-year-old you don't know 10 years from now when he's 20. It's such a hilarious time travel thing. Nah, I know, right? Like, girl, what? But hey, you know what? He listened and he did it, so, like, good for him, I guess. Thanks, Mr. Braun. I thank him again. He grumbles a bit and leaves. As soon as he's gone, I break the seal and open the envelope. Inside is a handwritten letter. The characters are slightly messy, as if her hand was shaking as she wrote it. Our eyes transfixed, begin to read.
岡部倫太郎様、お久しぶりです。
Me, Amane Suzuha,
天音鈴葉です。
Hashida Taiter's daughter.
橋田タイターの娘で
It's
す。
been a long time.
あなたにとっては
Though for you, I'm sure only a few
数
hours
時
have
間前
passed.
以来のことかもしれない。今は
The date is June 13th, the year
6
2000,
月13日です。これをあなたが読んでいる。
meaning I'm writing this 10 years before you will read
と
it.
いうことになります。結論だけ書く。
I'll get right to the pot. To the point.
失敗した。
I failed.
失敗した
Oh.
失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した
Yeah, no, I feel that girl. I failed, I failed, I failed, I failed, I failed. Failed, I failed, I failed, I failed, I failed. Can't even say that right.
失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した私は失敗した失敗
It's okay, girl.
今は西暦2000年の
The date is June 14th.
6月14日です
The year is 2000.
これをあなたが読んでいるだいたい9年前
About 9 or 10 years
10
before you
年
will
前に
read
なりま
this.
す失敗した
I failed.
私が私だということを思い出したのはほんの1年前だった
I only remembered who I was 1 year ago today.
恐怖の大王が落ちるとか言われてた日
The day Nostradamus said the King of Terror would come.
バカだバカだ何が恐
Stupid,
怖の大
stupid
王だ
King of Terror.
どうせなら落ち
He
てくれ
should
れ
have
ばよかっ
come
た
and burned us all away.
私はこの24年間
For 24 years, I forgot who I was.
覚えていたのは名前ぐらいだった
All I could remember was my name.
思い出したのはほんの1年前だった
Finally remembered 1 year ago.
恐怖の大王が落ちると言われて
The
落ち
day
な
the
かった日
King of Terror was supposed to come but didn't.
恐怖の大王なんてどこにもいないけど
There's no King of
私
Terror,
は死にたい
but I want to die.
修理が完全じゃなかった
The repairs
タ
were
イムマシンは
incomplete.
不具合があった
The time machine malfunctioned.
1975
When I
年に
arrived
飛
in
んだ時何も
1975,
覚えて
I
いなかっ
couldn't
た
remember anything.
それを今になって思い出す私は真っ
He
白
found
で
me
どう
lying
し
in
た
the
らいいか
street
わか
like
ら
a
ず
broken doll and took me to a hospital.
今は一人暮らしをしているけど
Now I've been living on my own for years, but that's as
橋田
Hashida
鈴子とい
Suzu.
うまっさらな人間
Normal
として
person who forgot the duty and mission of Amane Suzuha, I only remembered
天音
last
鈴葉
year.
としての失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した
Oh,
失敗した失
girl.
敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した私は失敗
Oh, it's okay, girl. What do you mean, what have I done? Why are you blaming me?
何が原因なの
Something went
タイムトラベルが
wrong.
うまくいかなかった
I don't know what.
お父さんの修理が完
The
全じゃな
repairs
か
were
った
incomplete, but it's not Dad's fault. It's mine. Oh, girl, no. It's not anyone's fault. We had to wing it.
1975年へ飛んでいればよかった
Should have gone straight to
2010年に寄
1975.
り道するべきじゃなか
I
った
shouldn't have stopped in 2010,
場合じゃなかった
but I was selfish and now the future is doomed.
IBN 5100は
There's
手には
no
入れられな
IBN
かった
5100. Okay, never mind. I guess she didn't leave it at the temple. So I still wonder who did that. Who did that? Interesting that she was basically completely amnesiac, but managed to hold on to her personal name, which fair enough, that might be pretty deeply ingrained. But took on Daru's family name despite only knowing about that for a couple minutes, plus whatever amount of time the travel takes. I believe Rintaro mentioned his titer, saying it took a subjective hour to travel 10 years, something like that. So it could be one of the lies slipped in to make things less credible to those who know. Yeah, that's definitely very true. Definitely very true.
ごめん
I'm sorry. ごめんね. I'm so sorry.
私は何のためにこの年まで生き
For
てき
what
たんだろう
purpose have I lived to this age?
使命を忘れてただ
Forgot
の
my
うのうと生
duty
きて
and
き
lived a
た
carefree life instead.
こんな人生
Now my life has no meaning at all.
意味がない
It's worthless.
意
Worthless.
味がない
Worthless.
思い出さなければよかった
I wish I hadn't remembered.
思い出せてよかった
I'm glad I finally remembered.
君に謝ることができてよかった
Glad I had this chance to say sorry.
許して許して許して
Oh my god, this poor thing. This poor thing.
私の計画は狂ってしまっ
My
た
plan failed.
その原因をこの
Spent this
一年
whole
考え
year
続け
asking
ていた
myself why.
そして分かった
I finally figured it out.
私が1975年へ飛ぶの
If I
は
hadn't postponed my leap to 1975, this wouldn't have
このことに
happened.
はならなかった岡部倫太郎
Yes.
君はあのタイムマシンオフ会の後
After the
1975 年へ
offline
飛ぼうと
meet,
した
you
私を
stopped
引き
me
止
from
めた
going to 1975.
それはとても嬉しかったけど
Really happy, but that's where it all went
そこ
wrong.
で引き止めたのは失敗だったんだ私はあの日
I should have
飛
left.
ばなければなら
I
なかったん
shouldn't
だ
have waited. That was my
あ
last
の日を
chance.
逃したら引き止められたから
That night,
その夜に
there was
雷
a
雨があって
thunderstorm. My time machine
タイムマ
was
シンが壊れ
flooded.
てしまったんだもしも時間を戻
You
せ
can
る
go
なら
back to that day. Please, please
あの
let
日
me
の
leave.
私をそうすれば私は
Then I can bring you the IBN 5100.
IBN 使命を果たす
Okay, well, so maybe she did leave the IBN 5100 at the temple. This just is a world line where it's not there because she failed. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I can fulfill my mission. Please,
使命を
that's
果
all
た
I
したい
want.
父さんと
I
約束
promised
したから
Dad.
父さんの
This was his
意志だから。
dream.
私の未来を
I don't know, as it's all getting so mixed up now because that stuff happened so early on. I don't remember, like, I don't remember if we even met Suzuha really, like, or I think we met her already, but like, we weren't really that involved with her at that point, I don't think. Which is probably why it was, like, you know, still there, because we weren't that involved with her yet and weren't able to throw her off. Am I streaming much longer? Gotta go soon. I'm just waiting for a good breaking point. So probably sometime after we finish this letter, I won't go on for too much longer. I want to change the
ごめん
future. I'm sorry.
ごめん
Sorry.
ごめん
Sorry.
こんな人生は無意味だ
I know, I feel so bad for her. She's freaking out. My life was meaningless. No, it wasn't, girl. Maybe I'll just stop here, honestly. I don't know how much longer it goes on after this, like, letter. Like, if we spring into action and go somewhere else, or if we talk about it. We probably talk about it for a while. So I think I'm probably just gonna end here, actually, because we're right on time. Oh, did I make my thing go away? Uh-oh. How do I get it back? There we go. It's a decent spot, if not in a few minutes. All right, yeah, I'll just stop here. Then we can kind of think back on everything. But dang, that's crazy. But you know what? Thinking about it, I do hold on to the theory that Suzuha is the person that left the IBN 5100 there. That's honestly the only thing that makes sense. Like, it makes perfect sense. That's why it was there. And the guy was told that someone was going to come pick it up, basically. So it must be true, just not in this world line, which makes sense since, like she said, she ended up failing in this world line. So yeah, I guess we're gonna have to see what happens. But shit, man, I'm still feeling so good about the fact that that we were correct about Daru and we figured out the pin right before it was revealed. So I'm feeling good. I'm still kind of surprised they didn't mention the stars on the pin. I wonder if they'll ever come back around to that, or if it's just not really, like, acknowledged. I don't know. I just think that's an interesting touch. Is it just because those three ended up not really being that involved? You know? I don't know. In the middle of a letter is going to be a wild place to pick up. What the fuck? Why is Suzuha despairing in a letter? What happened last time? So, you know what? I think I'll remember this. So I think we'll be good next Monday. We might be a little bit like, what exactly was said? But I think I'll at least retain the fact that she failed because of, you know, but yeah, dang, that's crazy. That's crazy. Poor Suzuha, man. I mean, she just keeps going through it no matter where she goes or what she does. Like, life is just not easy for her, you know? She is just constantly going through it. I don't know, man. I feel so bad for her. But shit, that was crazy, you guys. Oh, this game's getting so good, though. It just keeps getting better and better. And you know what? I'm on a high now, like I said, with another correct theory in the bag. So, hell yeah. I guess we're gonna see what happens next time. I'll be back on Thursday with more Danganronpa 2. I'm very excited to finish out this trial because I feel very strongly about my theory and my suspect. But you know, stop by on Thursday, come by and see how it all plays out, and we'll see if my theory is correct, even though I do not want it to be correct. To this day, I wish for nothing more than it to be incorrect, but we'll just have to see, you guys. We'll just have to see. Take that back, Komu. Take that back. But yeah, it really has taken such a tragic turn. It really has. I mean, damn. What would I prefer to be correct? I don't know. I guess someone that I don't care that much about, but there's no one that I don't care that much about that makes sense for them to be involved, so I'm probably right, unfortunately. Everything's pointing to that, I feel, but we'll see. We'll have to see what happens. So yeah, we'll be back on Thursday with more Danganronpa 2. We'll see what happens and we'll finish out the trial. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Sorry for not being here yesterday, but you know, sometimes life be life, and I'm feeling a lot better today though. Honestly, I wasn't feeling that much better today, but I'm feeling a lot better after this stream. It really did cheer me up. Especially starting off strong with that guy and his crazy ass Japanese English mix shit. God, that shit was so fucking funny, dude. That shit was so fucking good. What did he say? Sore ga business. Yeah, that's gonna be my new fucking life motto, dude. Sore ga business. So fucking funny. From the happy-go-lucky time leap machine celebration to suddenly not that, and it spirals from there. Yeah, I don't really feel like it's going to be getting upbeat again anytime soon. Definitely feels like we've kind of reached that turning point where things are just gonna get real serious, and just about everything that can possibly go to shit is gonna go to shit. But you know what? That being said, I'm here for it. I mean, I don't want people to be unhappy, but it is an entertaining, dramatic ride, so I'm fucking here for it, y'all. But anyways, all right, you guys, I'm gonna wrap up here. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Thanks so much for hanging out. I'll see y'all on Thursday or soon, if not then. But in the meantime, y'all know the drill. Make sure to hydrate, make sure to eat something if you haven't already, and make sure to do something that will make you smile before bed. All right, you guys, and I'll see you very, very, very soon in the next one. Bye-bye. Good night.